we shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible onset we'll pass. When we are poised the wind of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets peal the glorious song of victory. We score might and wrong. Oh God, protect us from dying in pitfall. Guide all our movements lest we go astray. Give us the strength to heed the humanist call, to live and not to count the cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resolute face, to make this kind a land of righteousness. All hail Biafra.
The spirit of innocent Biafrans, would it flow like a river? I said the blood of innocent Biafrans, would it massacre, would it flow like a Red Sea? Spirit of innocent Biafrans, would it massacre, would it rise like a big storm? Rise up, spiritually and physical. Rise up, upon anybody, with they again, this my freedom, oh. Rise up, upon anybody, with they again, this Biafra. Our Father who art in heaven, oh. We say hallowed be thy name, oh. We dey wait for your kingdom to come, oh. Right here on earth as it is in heaven, oh. We say promise your children. Promise your people, oh. We say promise the Biafra. Yes, it's amalgamation, we see the suffer. They start to killing us since 1945. Till the today, they are not satisfied. Yeah, we're like a stranger in the land of scavengers. Then they kill us, then they eat us. So they make our governors and our senators. Don't turn against us, they want to stop us, but they cannot stop us. Ooh, yeah, Biafra is unstoppable, it's unstoppable, because the fire is unquenchable. Freedom, if you're blocking on the Biafra freedom, cause if you're blocking on the Biafra freedom, make you freedom to go. Because we fight on it too much, because they cried on it too much, yo. Because they suffered on it too much, yo. In a nation, because they killing on it too much, yo. Because they suffered on it too much, yo. Because they cried on it too much, yo. In a nation, My brother, rise up, yeah, let's march into the promised land, our paradise. I am that I am, says the Lord, is a mighty man in battle. Whenever he say yes, nobody can say no. I say nobody can battle with the Lord. Oh. Papa, whoa, knows who. All this killing them are killing Biafra, in Nigeria, whoa, knows who. A million souls. They want to kill before they go leave us as the Biafra. A million souls. They want to kill before they go see us as a nation. Me they ask United Nations. No. Me they ask European Union. No. My nation. No.
Tropical mix.
Yes, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people wherever you are all over the world. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Rights Radio. Biafra Human and Freedom Right Radio is being anchored by Diokpa Uche Ukafo Mefo. Diokpa Uche Ukafo Mefo is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. And Anambra State is Biafra land. Uche Ukafo Mefo is the man who assured us at the beginning of this journey, of course, when we joined them, that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Because there is something they saw. There is something they know. There is something they have observed. But in the fullness of time, every Biafran child, most especially the next generation, they have the right to know. These things are documented already. They are in MP3 and among other audios. And at the right time, it will spring up from across the corners of the universe. And everybody will know the truth. And if any can make so in the end. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I am George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Anyoma Kingdom, Anyoma Province. And of course, you find that in Delta State. And every piece of land in Delta State is Biafra land. This having been said, I must acknowledge men of excellent reputation, people like Mazio Bide, people like Dr. Okado, all the members of the Board of Trustees, so many Biafran watchmen, Biafran nation family. People don't understand when we mention all these things, but you know the person I'm talking to. I want to say thank you for everything you have done, for being able to see when you are supposed to go blind. But I will also acknowledge the Creator. It is who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. And so we always call him to be our guide. In wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, a matter both great and small, we ask him to be the primordial influence that drives us. And in the end, you see, he is the power that shapes our way. We do not have the power of our own. And so acknowledge him tonight and say in my humble way, Anyị na-aja gị mma o, maka n'eziokwu n'ịmara mma e, ịhụnanya gị n'ịma gị, ubi ọma gị, o juru anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o. Onye onye dịka gị o, onye dịka gị o, onye dịka dadi m Chineke, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị o. Ịmakwa na asị na ni na-eme mma o, eze masị na ni na-agwọ ọrịa o, onye nwe masị na ni na-enye ike o, Chimo wee bịara ọ bụrụ eziokwu, Chukwu dị mma o, n'ịdị mma agbanwe agbanwe o, Chimo n'ịdị mma obi n'igwele n'ịdị mma eze m onye ịmakwa na oge nlele anya n'eluigwe dadi o, ebe ahụ ị na-achị achị o, ewe mfo Chukwu n'ịdị mma eze onye nwe anyị n'ịdị mma. Ise. I always tell the enemy of Biafra, whether you are in the boat or you are outside the boat, I, George Onyibe, I am your destiny and I'm your doom. Yes, you heard me. As far as you are the original enemy of Biafran people, manifesting yourself as angel of light, I am your destiny and I am your doom. If you do the right thing, you will succeed. If you do the wrong thing, you will get the salary, the wages, they are waiting for you. And as always, we continue to sensitize our people, because we understand that this is not just a physical fight. I keep reminding us, Paul told the Christians in Ephesus this very message. He said, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. He was not talking about that. He is not asking them to ignore the physical wrestling. But he said, yet, even though we war in the flesh, do not be ignorant of the spiritual battle. In my other broadcasts before now, Inception, in one of them, I pointed it clear. I said to destroy a people during the ancient time, when they confront themselves in a communal war, what they do is to send a diabolical influence. You call it juju. That juju is to put confusion for you. We call that juju ikbelonoma. And when they inject this influence in your environment, all of you who are supposed to team up together and fight your enemy, you begin to fight yourself. That is the stage that we are in this Biafra restoration project. But I bring good tidings to you this evening. The enemy cannot overcome us. Any form or shape they take, we are waiting. We are watching. We go nowhere. You will understand the meaning of those words very soon. We actually are not people of interest. We have nothing to gain nor nothing to lose. But we wish and pray to the Creator that on that very moment when we will close our eyes in death, we would look back to everything we have labored for, everything we have fought for, everything we have bled for, everything we have lived for, and then that the next generation will appreciate it, that it will be handed over to the next generation, and that this next generation are prepared to march on from where we stop, because in them we will continue to live. And as a result of this, we stand our ground. As a result of this, we talk to Biafrans as if we do not have respect or regard for you. Believe me, we do. Our mind is intact. It cannot be distracted by anybody. We knew all these things were going to happen and we are ready. There are a lot of truth that is too hard or difficult for you to handle because you cannot stomach the truth. You are not bold enough to ignore any influence and embrace the truth. But it's okay, you are growing. You are maturing. And you will get there, believe me. We do what we do because we have faith in all of you. The war we are fighting is not just physical. You don't know the size of our enemy. I am alive today not because of my righteousness. I am alive today because I have wished to die in the place of others. But then God said, no, Nobody will die for anybody again. And so I am humble. So Biafrans must be able to articulate in a time like this. In ignorance. We wallowed in ignorance in time past. And then look at what Nigerian did to all of us. With all the degree and certificate we possess. Look at what those who didn't go to school have done to all of us. Because some of us have different motive. Behind everything they do, they have different motive. And the same person who will tell you that you are going to heaven took you to a shrine that is forbidden by the same God of heaven. And then you are jumping up and hey, we are moving, we are moving. The genuine people, you call them saboteur. We dance along that line in time past because we believe it was a temporary strategy to get everybody's attention and bring them on board. Now they are on board. You don't want to. I will not digress further. Let us go into our topic. I am not talking for all of you to understand. I am talking for those who have sense. Because in the nearest future, those men and women who are ordained by God, they will disciple the information that is hidden in each of my broadcasts. And those of you who are on my Facebook, you are yapping. Your leader asks you to destroy your Facebook and destroy your WhatsApp. You should be ashamed you are a disobedient fella. We were not like you in our time. So grow up and leave Facebook for us. Leave WhatsApp for us because we go nowhere. Even Nigeria, when we will get to the bridge, Nigeria will ask us to go. It's a lie. We go nowhere. They will. Is it not one Nigeria? Or one Nigeria lawa? Don't worry. We will get there. And so when people are doing something, you need to use your tongue and count your teeth. For 4 years, for 4 good years, we brought the true idea that led us out here before the gang or stars called the DOS, led by Chike Doziem. We constantly warn them. You can't do this to our people. You cannot do this. I was specifically narrowed down, targeted to be destroyed. But how can you destroy a man that God has not destroyed? Ibuchuku. How would it be possible for you, even in 100 lifetime? Today, the journey has just begun. All of you are sweating. I listened to one of my misguided fella. Before he do reach as I do, in body go come down. I listened to him. He was insulting Asare. He was insulting everybody. And I see the errors of my way. Not just today. I learn to acknowledge when I'm wrong. And then I make amends. And I pray not to make the same mistake. When I attack Asari, for instance, in time past, it is the same reason that made me to attack Nyanwudu or any other person. And we got what we wanted. It was time for us to move on. I will not open up and tell you everything behind it, because the true enemy are listening. And may I tell you that even at this stage, they all understand, they know the truth. And so whatever you are doing, go and check the level you have gotten to. You have not reached my own level. From day one that I heard of this struggle, I fought side by side with Chidebe Rongu, who is a saboteur now. There is no state you have a formidable IPOB member that I am not there. In fact, I soon discovered that my presence was an inspiration to their movement. And then I gave it all. We are not stupid. So those of you who are just hired now, recruits to ginger up, you will see what you are doing to yourself later on. All of you will be, you will wear yourself out because we have not started. We are warming up. We are testing the microphone. And I tell you, we can only get better. All the reasonable people, all the people who can reason and think so that we get our freedom and get out of this place, all of them, as I'm talking to you, are saboteur. Then you, I will not use derogated word for you. You are not the one coming to tell us. Now understand, you will struggle, you will resist, but soon you will understand that we were actually that ladder that is holding you. We don't know how it's going to happen. The only thing we know is that as much as it lies within our power, we are not going anywhere. Come and play the game. Let's go into our topic. Because our people must know the truth. You are jumping up and down. They give you recharge card. You are jumping up and down. Oh, you're going to destroy HMF4. All of you in your lifetime, HMF4 will be your first and your last mission. Mazi Uchoka from M4 will be your last mission. Except you sell us out, which I have not seen a shadow of it. Most of you don't know that HMF4 problem started because HMF4 asked them to leave me alone. Nnamdi Kanu is coming to lead Biafra. But Nnamdi Kanu say Anyoma people are useless people. He stopped me from broadcasting on Radio Biafra because I mentioned Anyoma. He can use all of you to be talking to me and then pretending so that the world will think he's a noble man, he's a principled man. He's the one sending all of them. He's the one doing it. That is why, please, if my talking to him offend you as a genuine individual, I'm truly sorry. I just can't help it. I cannot help covering the fact that Nnamdi Kanu will stand in a studio and be telling people what to do to castigate people like us. I cannot stand the simple fact when I see a Facebook on my wall insulting me and I know it is Nnamdi Kanu that is controlling that Facebook account. I will not do that. This is not part of what we bargain in this journey. It was not actually to kill anybody. We had no intention to undermine anybody. We want our voice to be heard. We want to mobilize our people and we want to go home. You may misunderstand me now, but I tell you the truth. The day you will know the truth, I will be very far from you. You think we are joking? So those ones are jumping up and down. I have been in Biafra land from day one till today. I will be in Biafra land till the end of all this journey. And believe me, those who would have killed me died the day I was born. This is the assurance God gave to me. And with this confidence assurance, I could only fight to walk on the path of righteousness and not to deceive people. Hey, it's a holy nation. But you they carry your member, they go take blood oath. Holy nation. Oh, okay, we are in the era of Moses. Sorry. Of course, this evening, our topic is simply titled Neutralizing the System That Has Held Us in Bondage. The system that have held us in bondage. You neutralize it. You don't just go and destroy it. You first of all neutralize it. In fact, in my own platform, I've not even started mentioning Nnamdi Kanu and those misguided brothers who cannot reason. Some of you are afraid of Abenokpabe. I will show you the truth. I will set all of you free. I have told you before. If it is bothering you, contact me and I will tell you how to remove the oath from yourself, despite the fact that the oath is destroyed already. That is why he's carrying native doctor, hiding every corner. Nnamdi Kanu, sending native doctor from Benue and Kogi State. They are in the West. They are still secretly doing it in Ebonyi State. But this is the holy man who Arosin a joker. You first of all neutralize the enemy before you go for them. It's a gradual process. Considering our position in the Nigerian state, the indigenous people of Biafra already know what the Nigerian state represents to them. And so we don't need anybody to remind us, but rather we need to begin to ask ourselves just one simple question. How do we get out of this situation? This is Nigeria. This is Nigeria. And there is nobody who is a progressive-minded individual from Biafra land who will ever want Nigeria. Of course, progressive-minded individual from the West will love Nigeria. Because that is how it's supposed to be. Progressive-minded individuals from the North will love Nigeria. It's splendid for them. But if you are a Biafran and you are a progressive-minded individual, I tell you, you will not like what you have. We are in a mess. We are in a mess. They keep deceiving us. No Victor, no vanquish. No Victor, no vanquish. No Victor, we believed it. But every encounter we have in the Nigerian state at this very moment, 60 years on, still show that there is Victor and there is vanquished. They conquered us. We are still under air blockage, land and sea blockage. You think there is no reason why you have checking point everywhere? You think there is no reason why they cannot bring in federal government present within the Biafran territory? You think they don't have genuine reason why they will never give us international airport? You think these things were coincidence? Then you think again. Already you know. When we resist the authority in any way or form because they are not doing the right thing, we are killed instantly and nothing will happen. We already know all these things. And so somebody tell you, hey, they want to Fulanize us. You are jumping up and down. You already know already. If you don't know, then you have an issue. You must be very ignorant. Probably maybe you are naive. You will all know all these things. There is nothing you will tell us Nigeria want to do that we don't know. All of us already know. And I thank God for the genuine member of IPOB. Then, not now. What you have now is more takara. More takara. Once they tell them back, they are dog now. They begin to bark. That is what they are now. A family that was almost becoming the envy of the world. Look at what all of you have become. When your general, your maga come out now, he say, you are back. You now begin to back. And in your mind, you are fighting for freedom. Can't you take a cup of water, sit down and drink and reevaluate your stand? Can't you do that? They were in those days, the moment you say you are a Biafra, if you are in the airport, the people in the embassy that they will tap you. They just love you. We were mystery. Until then, somebody underrate God and become God at the side who live and who died. I can't choose to play God. You will play it for us. We are waiting for you. Because the music has started playing already. We already know our problem. I understand perfectly well that my children may have 100 degrees and will be unemployed at the end of the day. Because this is how the system is designed. I know that there is oil in my community. Instead of my community to benefit from it, they will give all of us gun to kill each other. I know these things. They will never give us railway. You know it already. We are the one they build prison for. We are the one that are unjustly treated. We know all these things already. The genuine question should be, how do we get out of this mess? If this is not what you are thinking, if this is not what you are saying, if this is not what you are planning, every other thing is gone. We cross our leg, we hear people talk about many things. Oh, we are formidable. Oh, we defend our land. Oh, as I'm talking to you, I keep receiving call. And I've asked those people, please be dropping message. Let it not be ordinary conversation. I would have recorded you people, but I am under oath not to record anybody. Not because of IPOB. I took that oath in the church. I don't record people. So I have told them, be writing to me or be sending me audio. And maybe before the end of this program, I will bring in the wife of Akowara so that she need to beg you people money. They don't know whether the husband is dead. And some people want to go and carry Akowara's daughter in the name of training her. After they will pregnant her. This thing you people are doing to yourself, you think you are doing it to our people, your case will come. We already know the mess we are in. And so what we should be thinking is, how do we get out of this mess? It's too numerous. You look at our land. The Biafra land have been balkanized. It has been balkanized. It needs to heal back. And then somebody come online and tell you, Asari say he. Didn't the canon say Nangodo is a Fulani? Okay, Nangodo don't have a recruit to speak for him. Sometimes I respect this man with great strength. Because I do not have this strength to stomach all these allegations. I respect them. We've all wounded ourselves. Respect yourself and focus on what you say you are doing. Let us see who gets us Biafra in the end. No, you want to remain king. You want to remain supremacy. How possible do you think you can come and rule me in Abo? Who born you? Who born you? With due respect, even the Obi of Abo, the Ephisomo himself, another king, they know they have a boundary. Of course, and then you cannot even rule me in my land. How can you be the supremacy of Ibibio man, Efik man, Anang man? But of course, sometimes some of these things need to happen. But of course, I'm talking to genuine Biafrans who understand where we are, because we must be guided. We must not forget why we are here in the first place, which is to change our position for the well-being of our people in all area and ramification. Why did we come here? We want to change all these things. Honestly, we are blessed people. We don't need anybody to tell us. There are things I can do, and I don't wonder about it anymore, because I know there is a power that shifts my way. And it does in your life, except you are not a Biafra. Except you are not self-awakening. It is God that does things for us. And the day you forget that, you fall. Yes, they will break me down, but I will rise up again, because I can't be broken. Yes, they will wound me, and I will heal back again. And that is how all of you are. We know things will be fine. Don't worry. All will be well. But at the moment, do not be careless with your life, because anything you are doing, this is what we should be thinking about. While we are busy fighting ourselves, the Fulani are there thinking how to take waterways. They are there thinking how to turn every Igbo man to slave. And then they marry our sister. Of course, no husband again. So when they come, one Hausa man will marry like 20 of our sister. And then we lose respect from our women. And then that is the end of this race. These are spiritual terms I don't expect you to understand. They have strategy map out to neutralize us completely. And then somebody is trying to show us is relevant, is God. Whose God are you? You must begin to ask yourself, why did we come here? It was so much that we said, let's give these people support. Do you know how much recharge card I use every day to call men and women to talk to them and come out? Do you know how many people doing the same thing? Because we know why we came here. And we cannot be distracted. Some of you think we are distracted. No. We are doing what we are doing. We don't announce it. We must not forget why we came here in the first place. To achieve this goal, which is freedom, we must equip our people with the following knowledge. That thing that brought us here, freedom, absolute freedom, that we might be the author of our destiny. For us to be able to achieve it, we are supposed to do certain things. We are supposed to equip ourselves with the following knowledge. Because why I'm coming up with this topic this evening is to make all of you understand about the newly elevated office of Asari Dokobo. Some of you are saying nonsense, but of course you have the right to say nonsense. You are the owner of your mouth. But what is done is done. The people who know the implication, they are not okay. You cannot change it. You claim you love everybody. You must love your enemy as yourself. You must love your enemy as yourself. But he didn't say do not rebuke your enemy. No. The only people the word of God forbids us from rebuking is the elder. It simply say entreat them. Entreating somebody is a way of telling somebody naked truth. It's almost equivalent to rebuke. So I have said it before now. Everybody is going home. The blind, the crippled, the mad people, the sick people, every Biafran is going home. And I tell you, you don't have the moral standing to say, when Biafra come, we use your hands and build chicken cage. We use your yada. Look at you, your village itself, they won't let you enter. Your village, the bad you did before you leave village, they won't even let you enter there. You are the one deciding the fate of other people. You know, Timpu. Deviated to the leader of the Biafran de facto government, and it remained that way until otherwise. At this moment as we speak, many pro-Biafran groups have gathered under that umbrella because, of course, I am a member of the Biafran Nation family. We don't insult people. We don't behave like uncultured or mannered people. We understand the need to have respect for one another. We know the truth that you can be offended, but you must learn to manage it very well. We do not hide our feeling, and sometimes it may look as if we are arrogant, but we make sure that in the end, anything we do, all of us will win. That is who we are in Biafra Nation. We go to the camp of our enemy and tell them the truth without being afraid. We intend to create an atmosphere where we will take our detractors before the international community, let them see and decide for themselves if their action will still endorse the definition of righteousness or not. And so all this group, all of them came together and made this unanimous decision. They took it. What you are supposed to do is begin to ask, what is the implication of this? But we will come there later. And so for us to be able to achieve the aim and the purpose why we are here in the first place, we need to equip ourselves with these four knowledge. There are numerous, so many, but let's go with these four because of time. Number one, we need to equip ourselves with the knowledge and the mindset of a people who created Nigeria and that of those who sustain it. Number one, knowledge. You must equip yourself with the knowledge to understand the mindset of the people who created Nigeria, and as well as the mission of those who are assigned to sustain Nigeria. If you know this secret, you will know that everything happening now is the fulfillment of the word of God for the Biafran people. Let's take it a little bit backward. During the eras of the dynasty, when men fought for kingdom and throne, a lot of nations were forged under the influence of wielding their sword. But at the same time, men and women forged their freedom even through the same sword in the fire. Men formed kingdom. They made nations and throne. They fought over it. They bent men and women to their will. And they ruled over vast land. This was their time. None of them wanted to give up this power. For centuries, they continued to rule. From father to son. From son, sometime to daughter. When you hear about people like Nebuchadnezzar, when you hear about people like Cleopatra, when you hear about people like Xerxes, these people fought for kingdom, they fought for throne, and when they got it at the end of the day, most of them soon forget the essence of their existence. People like Alexander the Wonder, Alexander the Great, they know what they fought for. But then the people studied them. And gradually, they were slain by their bodyguard, sometimes by their adopted or bastard child, and then those era passed. Those who undo them were commoners. And then we move into the era of exploitation. These people have a mindset. They came as trade union. They did business very well. We couldn't decode them. In the guise of buying our material, they bought us over and turned us to another company. And now this is where we are. It is obvious we are their company. And then they enslave us with our own self, by ourselves. And if you don't understand their mindset, how can you fight for your freedom? Let me tell you. There is nobody who is benefiting from Africa as a result of the decision that was taken on that very day where they divide Africa. No country, not America. Any country involved in the division of Africa into colonies can never support your freedom. Do you know what they benefit from there? And so you should know that in their mindset, they have installed other principle, other mechanism in place, which enables them continue to subjugate us. Today, we have become the instrument of our undoing. When Yoruba man is undoing, Igbo man is happy. When Hausa Fulani is undoing, Igbo man is happy. When Igbo man is undoing his brother, is happy. But let me tell you the truth. Bring one Yoruba son. Bring one Hausa son, Fulani son. Bring one Igbo son. Take them, they are all black skin. But even if they are fair in complexion, they are all black skin. Then go and bring a child from Japan. Go and bring a child from USA. Bring a child from Europe. Put all of them together. We will love them because it's in our DNA. But they can't love us. Even from their mother's womb, they think we are animal. But somebody gonna say, no, you don't have to say it that way. No, we have to say it that way. If it hurts you, then don't do it. There is this rule already for the blacks to be humiliated, reduced even to the level of animal anywhere in the world. We all know it. Forget about your exalted position. That is the truth. If I have to digress further to buttress my point, if you go to India, there are Indians that are darker than me. You never see them on the pages of newspaper or on the face of the television in India. Most of you don't know there are Indians that are blacker than the blackest Ghana man or Biafra man. Why would it be so? Only America is fair enough to allow black people to come on the media. What about China? What about Japan? What about other countries of the world? And so what I'm saying in effect is that time they are using you. You are carrying out the colonial master against us because he favor you temporarily. My brother, you are killing yourself. If we see ourselves in the desert, fighting for survival, it really doesn't matter where you come from until you tell me you're just a brother to me. Don't forget about that. So when all of you are struggling, let us stop Biafra from coming. My brother, keep doing what you think is right. But if you know what you are doing is wrong, then stop it. The mindset of those who put us in this cage want us to be doing this thing. Now, the moment they understand that, this IPOB that was trying to do something before, they are distracted now because the Yahoo freedom fighters has collected money. They want to now they are returning our money to us. They are returning our money, distracting you so they can have their way. So you should know how they function. You don't have to rejoice that London return money for us. We should ask a question first of all. With all the organized system, Why was this man not apprehended? And would they not have done well to send that money back to us? But that is by the way. Understand how they function, and so they can't fool you. Today, go and ask Nnamdi Kanu in his closet. He will tell you. If you know this is how it's going to be, we have not even started. He won't do what he did. And those of you who don't even know, you are doing like me. I don't blame you. I was once like you. Because Nnamdi Kanu has trampled upon 1,000 victims and praised himself over their grave. But today we tell him it is not true for him. This is the impediment, is the problem we are facing in this struggle now, but he still want to claim holy. It is too late. He either repent, or then we all wait for the judgment of God. You must understand how they function. The mindset of those who kept us here. It's almost a decade now. And then on Facebook, I see our people will wake up in the morning. Hey, FFK is our man. Hey, is our man. Hey. 2 weeks later, the same group of people say, hey, FFK is double face. FFK is double face. Be fooling yourself. And when we react and make you to understand the truth that people like us cannot be deceived, they say, he hates Yoruba, he hates you. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? I hate deception. Hey, Shaware, revolution, hey, Shaware. When Shaware and Nnamdi Kanu met in America, we thought Biafra will come in 1 week. So you people cannot reason. Somebody will carry mic and say, in my next broadcast, I will make an announcement that will shook the world. Then if the world shake, has he free Biafra? And then you are writing it, hey, he's going to make an announcement. He has made the announcement now. You should know how they function. You should know the mindset of those people. The Fulanis and the Hausa are used to sitting down without trying to talk them down. And then they do the rank a day, people feed them. They want it to remain that way. And this kind of people, you think you that is their meal? Let's be sincere. You went to the farm to kill a rabbit. And then, having caught the rabbit, you want to prepare the rabbit to put inside your soup, and the rabbit escape, and then you fold your hand and say, well, it is the will of God. The rabbit, bye-bye, see you another hunting day. Would you do that? We are just like that rabbit. If we don't tighten ourselves to get off, to escape, we are not going anywhere. If everybody have this mindset, everybody is going to humble himself. Let me digress a little bit. I saw somebody saying, oh, Uche Mefo now has taken the position of secretary for Asari. Oh, he's a slave. That is because your brain is not functioning. You are not fine. You are not okay. Let us assume that the only way to get Biafra is to form this de facto government, and then they now say Judge Onyibe is the leader of the de facto government. Everybody will submit to Judge Onyibe, including IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. Do you think Nnamdi Kanu is a man who will subject, so lower himself for anybody? Have you seen your leader Nnamdi Kanu as somebody who will lie down for people to climb him? But yet he professes love. There is no greater love than this, that a man should lay down his life for others. Have you seen Nnamdi Kanu like that? And one of them was saying, Asari hide in a mansion and he's leading our boys in the bush. Did Nnamdi Kanu not in America doing Valentine? And at the same time, he's asking my EN security boys to sleep in the bush. You don't you people check what you see? Now, coming back to Mazi Mefo issue. This is the level of humility. This is one attribute that Satan cannot emulate. He humbled himself. And I know ordinarily he wants to be led. But sometimes the people say you must be there. No, don't go there. Just be there. Just tell me who is going to control Nnamdi Kanu when Biafra come? All of you who fed the monster, we are stabbing the monster for you. If not, we will let this monster consume all of you. I'm telling you to be sincere to yourself. Just think now. They now come and say, George Onyibe, you are the leader of all the Biafran people. You think Nnamdi Kanu will take that? He rather stop Biafra from coming. And that is exactly what is happening. But you people don't know. But you will know. But Uche has not only proven himself as a humble leader, there are a lot of messages sent out across to all of you. You are not seeing it. Of course, not some of you are seeing it. Your just target is destroy him, destroy him. It will be the last thing you will destroy. Let me tell you, you must come through Anyoma people before you get to Uche. We know the truth. Nobody can deceive us. The side where I come from, we don't betray our own. Go and look at all those my people you Nnamdi Kanu hired to be yapping. They are all ashamed. It's not in them. But moreover, some of them are, I don't want to use that word for them. So for us to be able to get home, we must equip ourselves with this knowledge. Who are these people who have put us in this mess? You must know everything about them. Who are these people who is sustaining this mess? If you have that knowledge, when things are coming, you will understand. I think that is why we are more superior than most of you. I was, oh, you are this one, you are that one. It's not in your place to tell me who I am. Because first of all, I am the son of my father. Second of all, I have tried all my life to live by the principle he taught me. I never claim to have been a perfect man. This is something I can only attend to, or I may not be able to attain the level of perfection. But I keep on trying, even though I know it is possible to be perfect. Number 2, knowledge of oneself and the ability to develop the capacity to navigate in order to get to your required result. Knowledge of oneself. You have the knowledge of those who put you in the problem. You need the knowledge of those who are sustaining your problem. And then you need to know yourself. When you are sick, the first thing you need to find out is, what is the name of the sickness? What kind of sickness is this? And then your physician or your doctor, as the case may be, will say, oh, madam, you have diabetes. And now you know you have diabetes. You begin to worry over that. And then the next thing you should ask the doctor is, what do I do? Now you know the problem. Now you must get the solution. To get the solution, you must first of all know the cause. It is the cause of the diabetes that will direct the doctor on how to direct you, prescribe the drug for you. I haven't run test on you. Of course, I'm not a doctor. I may not be able to use doctor medical terms the way they use. But then, I hope you understand that. All of us go to local chemist. You understand what I'm saying? And then the doctor at the end of the day will tell you, oh, madam, you take too much sugar. Of course, it could be carbohydrate and the rest of it. Now, you know the cause of your problem. You know what is sustaining your problem. You continue taking those sweet sugar, carbohydrate things of a thing, your problem will continue. Now you know yourself. I can't stay a day without Coke. I love eating loi or apple, as the case may be. You know yourself. And then you know your weakness. These are 3 knowledge there. If you're able to manage these 3 information, you will get healed, or you can manage that problem. Knowledge of oneself. This will help you to build the capacity to be able to manage your situation and circumstance. We know the problem of our people, those behind it. And honestly, we know ourselves. Know thyself. This is one thing you people should understand. Let's try to narrate what is going on. Group of noble men and women. From Tony Nadi to Rita Anubogo, down to Dr. Kado, down to every freedom fighter was Rike, so many of them. They came together. It was a hot seat, but you were not there. They came together because they know it's not about one man. It's about all of us. And most people, I thought, they won't even take it. You see, they are very humble. They become lion just because of our people. Still guided with principle. And then you think you can come and say, oh yes, they are working in Nigeria. Was I broadcasting from Jamaica? Was I broadcasting from Jamaica? Hey, Asarekali flag. They be watching the flag. And tomorrow you say you are looking for Biafra. You need to know yourself. Who are you? If you are a criminal, you should understand why you are doing what you are doing. Who are you? Who are you? There are things about me. Let me tell you now. I don't listen to advice. Understand me very well. If something is happening, you want to advise me, and you love me, I always tell my friends, just tell me what you want to tell me. And then leave me. Don't try to force anything into me. Because by nature, I don't take immediate advice. I go back and reconsider what you have said. There are a lot of interests to be protected. So if you truly know me, you will know that you just advise me and leave me. I may say, I beg, I won't do it. But you'll be surprised the next minute I'm doing that. Because this is how I function. I know myself. And so when people try to advise me, I say, please, just leave me alone. And I walk away. I don't feel bad. I don't feel remorse about it. Because intentionally, I am trying to prevent you from sowing the seed of your own idea into me. You have said it, leave it there. Let me go and reconsider what you have said. Don't impress your desire and opinion on me. Now, you see, I know myself. When you ask me to lift 50 liters, I know I can carry it. And if I know I cannot carry it, that will save me from breaking my spinal cord. Know yourself. Knowledge of oneself. Most of you are not even sure you are Biafra. Most of you know you are Biafra, but you are running because of the name, the tag they have put on Biafra. Everything we labored for, we portrayed in this name, Biafra. One man just came out and destroyed it. And you people are not seeing it. The world now is almost looking at you as a terrorist. But in your mind, you are formidable. Hey, we are fighting for freedom. Hey, we Biafra. Saboteur don't they plenty pass on our way no be saboteur. That is the problem. But you are not seeing it. When we are supposed to think of how to arrange our family, build ourselves. The really angry people has not come out. And I can tell you they are not in Igbo land. All those your energy, keep it. Because that thing you are looking for, you have not seen it. But if you people will let them know, they cannot deceive all of you. It doesn't matter your number, your capital base, your financial base. It doesn't matter your native doctor. We will outlive all of you. And so anybody thinking, oh, let us talk down this de facto government down. Except those who are the mind behind it are tired of it. Not you from their side. The era of talking one down is over. We now know ourselves that everything in the Kanu is doing is to rubbish everybody and remain the only one. Maybe he will be Emperor Chuanchun. But this is not China. Maybe you want to be Emperor Chuncho, but this is not Japan. And now you see there is a problem. All the people who can reason in IPOB, he has removed all of them. And you are a saboteur, you are a saboteur. Oh, you are a criminal. Oh, you are evil. All of us are thieves. George Onyibe thief, Ichimefo thief, Hasari Dokobo thief, Umiumio thief, Ike Nawan Oneni thief, Imam Mezu thief, Ritan Mogo thief, everybody thief, Solomon Ebo thief, all of us thief, Obidio Benu thief, or Dr. Kado thief, but he's our accountant general as well as cashier and auditor. Only him, he's not a thief. Angelo Nandekano. And people don't understand. I will not leave him until everybody know how he functions. Or else all of you are gone. And let me tell you, we are making headway. All those yapping on Facebook, they have reduced drastically. Before, by now, they would have reported my account 100 times. They would have been there behaving like only God knows. But they are reducing because they are waking up already. And I encourage you, look for Biafran Nation family and join now. Let's remold your brain because you need help. We have physicians who are specialists in psychiatric issue. Know yourself. When you are doing anything, you should be able to know why am I doing this? What is influencing me to do this? Is it moral to do this? Or you don't have conscience again? I will look at somebody will be threatening me. One told me, I know your son, I will kill your son. And I smile. Hey. That is when you see what is open madness. Open madness. But of course, I know they are fooling themselves. Know yourself. I know myself. Do you know yourself? You don't even know what you want. And tomorrow you say you are looking for. There was a time everywhere. Oh, I will do Duwa Nation. After these brokers now, go and check tomorrow. They will begin to post Oduduwa again. It is Nnamdi Kanu and his boys posting Oduduwa Nation. Yoruba will just be looking at all of you and be laughing. The freedom fighter. Hey, Biafra Oduduwa is going. Oh, Oduduwa is waking up. Did they tell you Oduduwa was sleeping before? Hey, Hausa youth have waking up. You gather people who can speak Hausa. They begin to speak in Eje Kanama, in Eje Kamelu Melukuo. And in your mind, you are deceiving us. I tell you and I say it again. No Yoruba, no Hausa or Fulani who have any genuine reason why Nigeria should divide. So brother, know yourself. If you are doing something, you should know, why am I doing this? And then after the knowledge of oneself, the knowledge of those that sustain your problem, the knowledge of those that cause problem for you, you move ahead to the third stage, which is consultation. Now we know ourselves. We know ourselves. I am talking about Biafra. But my region is not part of the Biafra of 1967 and 1970. But my region was Biafra before the amalgamation of 1914. Between the amalgamation of 1914 till the hour of independence, I was a Biafran. And then within 3 years of independence, I was carved out of Biafra. And the knowledge of Biafra buried within us. It was never spoken out again because it was too fragile. You can only whisper it and it's gone. And so when Ojukwu, who never fought war, saw the need to recreate this ancient empire, he picked that name. My region was not there, but we are even the heartland of Biafra. And now, a new era has begun. And one of the things Nnamdi Kanu used to say is that we are taking all our brothers along. That was when he was normal. Go back and check what he's going to listen to his old broadcast and come and repeat it to ginger you, ratmatize you, and then you feel ginger. Oh, Biafra will come. Our Mazi is doing fine. This is how you are going to do the next decade if you don't open your eye. Consultation. People are going to ask questions. I am from Anyoma province. And when our brother Chief Alhaji Asare Dokobo gave his inaugural speech, he mentioned all the provinces. And immediately he stopped the broadcast and started getting message from Idoma, from Egala, from Anyoma, from so many provinces. From Idu, Olyonwo, Esako, Ekpoma, all of them begin to call me. You people didn't include our region as a province. After this broadcast, now we go and create Igodo province, Olyonwo province, Esako province. Because that is what it does. That is why we don't tell you what you are doing. Join the next Biafran nation family so that you know what you are doing. And then they say our name didn't come out. And now explain to them. We are trying to recover what has been taken from us. But if you want to recover what has been taken from us, they must consult the people. You cannot sweep consultation down. And once you are done with the consultation, you talk about the de facto government. I will not open up everything because of. But with the help of de facto government, it enables all component members to function as one. In a vehicle, for instance, there is something known as brain box in an automobile. The brain box is just a tiny component. But when it comes to electrical automobile, the brain box is what makes every area, component parts of that vehicle to function as one. He regulates them. He controls them. De facto government of Biafra is the brain boss of everything. Because everything is connected to her, and she is connected to everything. Consultation. Who have you consulted? Who? Do you even want to consult anybody? Because when you come to my region, and those kings dress in their native apparel, or how do I put it in English? In their monarchical attire. When they dress up in that their monarchical attire, your spirit will leave you. The Bible says when the queen of Sheba saw Solomon in his glory, her spirit left her. Even the cunning tongue will lose words. And these are people you want to rule. Most of them are professors. Because you call them Igwe or Eze or Obi. Then you think that they just tie rapper and behave like Mugu. Most of them are professors. But they understand their spiritual assignment. Go and learn from somebody like the Omo of Okpanam. Go and find out about the history of Inyeses. You begin to see mystery you know nothing about. If you ask people who is the highest person in a community, they say is the king. Who told you? One obodo enwe, oburu eze nwe obodo, but maneze bụ onye na-achị obodo. Who told you? There are people they call Onowu. These are the kingmaker. When people say we are from Israel or we are God's children or we are that, I don't doubt them. But until we get concrete evidence that these are true, we just have to be looking at it. The same thing replicated itself in the Bible. Solomon ruled the 12th tribe of Israel until he passed on. Some group of elders known as Onowu in our own language. The Igbo call it Onowu. We call them Inyese. They called Solomon's son and said to him, your father ruled us with iron hand. We want to hear from you. Are you going to rule us the way your father ruled us, or you're going to lighten our burden? The boy was deceived by his friends, and then he said to those owners of the land, If my father used 1 whip for you, I shall use 7. The people say, so be it. On that very day, the land of Israel divided into 2. Only Zion and Jerusalem went with Solomon's son. The rest 12 tribes left with those owners of the land. And they are the land of Israel. And so Solomon's children, for a very long time, it was divided 2 against 10. So who owns the land? Why am I bringing this up? We can have a very glorified king. Yes, they are born to rule and to be respected. But there are people who have the final say. Go to the Benin Kingdom. You begin to ask of people like Osasakpo who they really are. Go and review the documentary or the book titled the Varomi Obaise. You begin to see cultures and tradition that your actions defile already. And these people are forbidden from coming close to you. David could not build the house of God not because God rejected him. He has done certain things that cannot allow him to do that. And so, if Nnamdi Kanu understand and have that sense as he claimed, he should know now that the terrain he want to enter that will give us Biafra, he has broken many of those laws. And then he will allow those who has not soiled themselves in that manner to go for them. There are areas we cannot penetrate with our ordinary hand. That is why we wear glove. Of course, I'm talking about the 4th stage already, which is creating a de facto government. And that is what you see happened already. I will not go deeper than that, but begin to believe the Creator that in the coming days, months, and years, the set target will be achieved. The lingering issues will be resolved. And then together, our people will genuinely come together in unison. And so the true meaning of freedom will be truly defined to every one of us. To understand that nobody takes a kingdom by words, but you take those kingdoms by your action. Our people must understand, whatever you are doing, and your intention is to deceive our people, be rest assured that we are here and we are watching you. And you will not go away with it. But whatever you are doing, it does not matter who you are. And your genuine intention is to elevate our people from this evil, this state of injustice. Brother, you have the support of every Biafran. And so those of you who are saying, oh, Chemefa collect money from MI5, go and ask Benjamin Madubugu, how many Ghana must go enter the sand from Atiku? Benjamin Madubugu in Anambra. Go and ask him. Go and ask fine boy, Nnamdi Kanu junior brother. Ask Nnamdi Kanu. The amount of money was so big that he just came out and it is signed, delivered, concluded, documented in 18. I thought by now we would have been in Biafra land. And the same person had the guts and the temerity to come out and lie to all of us. And then for 4 years, everybody tried to call him to order. I see the pain of Dr. Okado and Mazi Obide. This is the respect I have for them. They always talk to Nnamdi Kanu as if Nnamdi Kanu problem was their immediate problem. These men, as old as they are, will reduce themselves to babies. If Nnamdi Kanu know the injury he has inflicted in the souls of millions of Biafra, he will not be doing some of the things he's doing. And so what I'm saying in totality or in conclusion is that we must learn to neutralize our enemy. The journey has begun already. Everything is not meant to be said here. Very soon we start our seminar. From one state to another, from one community to another. We encourage you, if you have been beaten, if you have been blackmailed, if you have been victimized, it is not over. Your case must be looked into. And we cannot abandon you. You will have to come up and join them wherever you see them. Don't be afraid that somebody is going to come and kill you, because that will be the last thing any of them will try to do. Don't be afraid that Abenopabe will kill you, because you have not betrayed the struggle. The same people who gave us oath are the ones betraying us. And if God is not powerful enough to judge them, how could he judge us and still claim to be righteous God? And now you see, we must, in truth, in sincerity, in honesty, to the service of God and man, we must come out and do the right thing. And of course, at this moment, our lines are open. You are free to call in. If you cannot get my WhatsApp line and you have access to my private WhatsApp, you are free to call in. Or my Facebook Messenger, you are free to call in. And of course, when you call, you feel like insulting, express yourself, but be human. When I ask you to stop, you stop. When I ask you question, you answer. If you do not obey this rule, I will cut you off. But if indeed you have genuine concern, you have positive contribution to make regarding the issue of Biafra, I believe you, this is the platform where you should be, and this is the platform I expect you to be. And so, like I was saying, our WhatsApp line remains 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. For the last time, the WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. And then our direct line is 081-221-52971. Of course, those of you on Facebook, the numbers are there on Facebook. Direct line is 081-221-52971. For the last time, 081-221-52971. You are free to call in and make your own contribution. I'll be back in a minute.
Mommy, don't cry. Daddy, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Freedom is here, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, yeah. Freedom, freedom is here, is here.
Yes, sir. Caller. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, hold on, please. Caller on WhatsApp, hold on for me. Caller on the line, go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening from here
This
at
is
Biafra.
Biafra.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
May Chukwuka Kadama bless you. May Chukwuka Kadama keep protecting you and protecting everyone and protect my sister Mefo. My sister Mefo have given us a voice to speak, to continue fighting for Biafra. That we have woken up to fight for Biafra. I told them that I will not go back until Biafra comes. May Chukwuka Kadama bless all of you. I want to contribute, but I want to incite something. You see, Mazin Kano answered the question that he did not re-register IPOB in London? Okay, he can answer that question. Just let me think, because I've been thinking about this thing since that day that he did that broadcast. He answered the question and answer. How come this man knows, hears everything that we say, and he hears all these questions we have been asking? What is signed, sealed, and delivered? He could not answer that one. What makes us to go and vote in 2019? He did not answer that one, but he rushed to answer that he re-registered IPOB with his wife. Can somebody just think that this man hears all these things he did not want to answer? He just pretending. He's just pretending. He's so wicked, he's just pretending. He can't answer those questions. What is that thing that is signed, sealed, and delivered? They are making press statements, and everybody should disregard their registration. They did it. They know that one, that they have just brainwashed the people very, very well. So that's why they rush to answer that one and say they should be disregarded. That thing is true. What is that thing that is signed, sealed, and delivered? They can't answer. And all our demands have been met. Somebody whose demand is being met, what again is he looking for? What again are we preaching? What again are we doing? Why are we still not being independent? When that time I could remember they said that everybody, all the sectors of Nigeria, they have signed. They showed us one place that people gathered and was writing something. Maybe that way they do concocted video. That's how they did it and show us that all our demands have been met. But all these things are lies. Now you come to answer one out of many questions. Answer all of them now. This one he answered is a lie. He has re-registered IPOB. IPOB is his personal business. You see how we told the UK people that they are rats. I could remember one old woman. So he has a mouth to call that old woman rat. That old woman told us a story in the meeting with Uzoka, their coordinator there. He told us a story on how she fought in that war, how he moved to London, that place that she is till now. That she wants to come back home. That's why he is supporting Biafra. That woman wears stockings and wears one long gown like that. She's a very old woman, but she's supporting this movement. And now they can have the mouth to call that old woman a rat. There are 5 in number. Those old women, they always dance whenever they went to meeting. I like watching their meetings. They dance, they praise, they dance, they pray. You call them rats in the cage. Oh my God. What kind of human being is this? This man is very, very wicked. Enadikam is very, very wicked. And he knows that but instead people do not have, many of us are not educated. He brainwash all of us, calling everyone on phone. We'll call you, tell you, you remember our oath. Remember our oath. But he did not take the oath. I even want to ask if he does take oath whenever he goes to that meeting, he goes in London and all the rest of the world that people contribute for him to become a mighty king. And he become a mighty king and feel that he will he will sacrifice all of us. No way. He will pray for the people that he has sacrificed already. He used the people of Ebonyi muchly because he knows that if he tell us he will go. Others, some of them have some brains. They won't go like that. But we, the Ebonyans, but he will pray for the Ebonyi people. I tell him, I don't even joke with it. Anybody that is joking with it, I'm not joking with it. He will pay. Whenever Biafra comes, he will come and answer for my brothers that he killed. The only sons that he killed. Everything that he did, all his command and kill, command and control and kill agenda, he will answer for it one by one. It's better for him now to just sit for where who will save his life. Even if it will be you, let him just come and beg you. Say, yeah, you have a good heart. As for me, I don't have that kind of heart. Because if I see the truth and somebody sitting on this man is very, very wicked. This man called Nadikan is very, very wicked. He was sitting on the truth. He knows the truth. He knows that he is not doing anything any longer. Instead of telling us the truth, he allows us to go and die. Are you drinking our blood? Hey, God. May Chukwu bless for giving us the voice to speak. And I pray that Biafra will be restored because we have reached the peak. Chukwu Okabiyama have given us many. We would have gone in 2017. It's just because Biafra wants to be loyal. 2017 would have gone. Would have gone. But because of loyalty, you see how we have 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, you know, many people have died. But I thank Chukwu Okabiyama for opening our eyes and for him, he has woken up. May Chukwu Okabiyama bless him and bless all of you and bless our elders. Because sometimes I look at Mazi Obido, I look at Dr. Kado. I said, our elders, they don't suppose even to have strength to talk on radio. But you see them, they are waxing, talking. It's just that Chukwu Okabiyama give them strength to do this work for the last time, for the people of Biafra. May Chukwu Okabiyama continue to bless them wherever they are and keep protecting all of them. And all of you. And everybody. May Chukwu Okabiyama bless all of you. There is to help us. Because we are not educated. We don't know anything. Thank you for helping us. Thank you, Matime, for giving us voice to speak again, to know the truth, to understand what is going on. May Chukwu Okabiyama bless all of you.
Thank you very
much.
Mazi. Thank you, my sister.
My daughter, Onyibe. May Ekekerowa bless you and keep you.
We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, my brother. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
Yes, this is Nkemjika calling from Port Harcourt.
You are welcome, my brother.
Yes, my people, good evening, everybody. I just want to greet you from the bottom of my heart. All those who stand for the truth. All those who stand for the truth. I remain your brother, Nkemjika Okpabia. Nkemjika is from Imo State, Idaho North to be precise. And I reside in Port Harcourt here in Rivers State. All right, without wasting much time, quickly I want to respond to some important points, some important issues. But first of all, I thank all those who are making this broadcast available to us. All those who are behind this broadcast, I thank you, and I'm always grateful to you. I'm always grateful to you for saving our souls, for saving lives. Quickly, I have 5 points in front of me. I will run through them quickly. 5 points, 5 attitudes of Nnamdi Kanu that shows failure all over. 5 attributes, 5 activities of this man that clearly shows that we are going nowhere. Them quickly without wasting much of your time. The first of them is the Igbo supremacy. The Igbo supremacy. Mazi Onyibe, I usually say this. I've spent a lot of my time living in River State. And believe me, majority of the people here are saying this. Those that are not really from Igbo are saying that this thing is going to annihilate them. It's going to take away their own culture. Of course, the man is saying it. Igbo supremacy. How could you believe that Igbo is the language of heaven and you want an Ikwere man to come to you and say, yes, you are correct? How would you believe, oh, the language that God hears only is Igbo, and you want someone from Ububara in Cross River, where I serve on my youth service? You want someone in Ububara to believe that, yes, that's true. Igbo is the language of God. The Igbo supremacy is a problem from Imo State, but it doesn't help us when you begin to portray the supremacy of your tribe over the uncountable tribes in this Biafra struggle. There are people in Bayelsa. There are people in Cross River State. There are people in Edo State that you claim are your brothers. And they have their own culture, their own tradition, their own way of life. But you choose to push them aside and begin to portray your own place. Your own place has a language that is supreme. I don't believe that. In fact, that is why I don't usually enjoy calling someone Mazi in this struggle, because Mazi is from Igbo language. Yes, I don't enjoy it. It's somehow in my mouth. How would you call someone from Akampa in Cross River State Mazi? He wouldn't understand. It's a strange language to him or her. But then you have to keep those things aside so that the person will not feel like, oh, you are trying to close my own religion, my own tribe, my own village, where I'm from. It's important to most of these people. Most of them love their tribe, their culture, their tradition is very important to them. That is the issue. Praying in Igbo language, supremacy, Igbo supremacy. How would you be praying? How would you be praying a prayer that everybody knows? And you are praying in one language, just one language. That doesn't make sense at all. So these are the things you do that reflect Igbo supremacy. That's the first point. The second point is his attitude of non-consultation. Non-consultation is already a failure on his part. You never spent a minute to come down to the tribes of this Biafra and spread the gospel. Before you start fighting your enemy, gather your arms, gather your armor, gather your battalion 45. Let the people be involved with what you are doing. You just came down from UK, you started broadcasting. How many times were you able to visit Port Harcourt? Did you visit Akwa Ibom State? Did you visit Cross River State? Did you visit Edo State? These people, have you had any dialogue with their people? Let them come in. Let their conscience be reflected. So you fail to consult them. And so they turn their back on you because you believe that you alone can get it. Have you gotten it? Of course, the answer is no. So he should have spent years consulting people, taking out opinion, getting recommendation from people, mingling people, using people's mind to penetrate them, even if the person is very sad with you. There's a period of a period of time that this person you need to get to this person. You need to break through this person's heart and give him reasons why he must believe in this struggle. That is on non-consultation. The third point is the personalization of Biafra. Nnamdi has personalized it to be his and himself and him alone. This is very bad. I cannot even count how many tribes involved. Come to River State, count them. Ogoni, Andoni, come to Akwa Ibom State, count them. Come to Bayelsa, count them. And these people have no access to anything, be it funds, be it position, be it decision taking. You only use tax. Only you create ESN. Only you gave us 20 million. Only you did this. Only you did this. Who approved? Who approved money? Who sat together and decide this is what we are going to do? This is what we are going to use the money for? Just you. You personalize the struggle. And all of us, millions of us, are looking at you as the God. Of course, small letter. It can never be big letter God. All right. So this is on personalization of this struggle. Personalization, very, very bad. Very bad. The first item I'm going to talk about quickly is the violence approach. The violence approach. I begin to ask, how much do you think you have to buy arms against the Nigerian state? How much do you have? Can you go to America and say, America, I need arms? Can you go to Russia and say, Russia, sell us arms? How much do you have to acquire arms more than Nigeria? How much? That is not even enough. How many countries are supporting you to give you the arms after all? None. No. Today, Israel has already chased you out of their country. You are running away from Israel. You know it. We know it. We know it. You know? So how many countries have seen reason with you that, yes, this your agitation is genuine? None is on your side. None. All of them, they are bad. No country is reasonable to you. Every country is corrupt. Every country is into a deal with Nigeria. Like nobody is anybody. The public abuse. You abuse the governors. You abuse the traditional rulers. You abuse Ohanese. You abuse powerful nations like the United States, the UK, the USA. You abuse these people. And you think these people will stand behind you? They are hearing all this. Is it by cursing someone that someone will change? It's not true. When you begin to curse a child, you are stupid. You are stupid. You are stupid. That boy cannot change because you are just cursing him or her. It doesn't bring about change. It doesn't. So, is there anything I will hear? I will put on Radio Biafra without hearing curse, abuse, Ohanese Ndoshi, this one. The only politician you have never cursed in your life is Abaribe, because it's on your bail. But you forgot that this Abaribe has spent 8 years in government house, over 16 years as a senator. Yet there's no road to his own hometown. Come on. You abuse everybody. You abuse even your fellow freedom fighters. Nobody is good. Nobody is good to you. Only you. Only you is a very responsible person and the only perfect being on earth. Only you. Of course, you believe that you are sent from God. You are not a human being like me. Better thunder will fire you in fact. You are not a human being like me. Hey, you are holy. holy? Who is holy? Holy. Only you. Holy. You came down and bringing a religion that is alien to us. A religion that we are not friendly to. Is it by religion that you achieve your aim? Of course not. And for that reason, you begin to abuse every other religion. It's useless. Meanwhile, your parents died. You took them to church. Are you not stupid? My brother, let me give others opportunity to talk. I've been listening, although for a few days now I've not called. You know. So we must get it right. Remember my issue, my point, my topic, the attitude of this man that shows that nothing will be achieved through him. Nothing. His attitudes are not the right approach, which means the foundation is wrong. The foundation is faulty. You cannot build anything on a faulty foundation. That is why I keep saying we must bring this house down. Let's start another foundation that will stand the test of time, that we can really rely on, because when this house will collapse, everybody will go down. Everybody will go down. So instead of that going down, that will certainly happen, we better don't build a house at all. We better bring our house down. We better stay where we are than going down because we built a faulty house. This is my point. I will allow others to contribute, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Doing your good work.
Thank you very much. And of course, people must understand when we look at our topic this evening, which is simply saying that we have to neutralize every instrument that has led us here. I want to, applaud Mazime for his bold step. He has made us believe in Biafra again and again. That the Biafra we long for, the one we yearn for, this one we seek for, this one we bled for, will not be a nation of tyrants. And somebody say, oh, look at us, Uche, he's our sorry secretary. You don't know what is love. The Bible will say, there is no greater love than this, that a man should lay down his life. But come to think about it, when it comes to the issue of Biafra, if we fail, it is those children you are looking at today. Some of them you are deceiving them. They are supposed to start from there. Because said about us, what they intend to do to us, they have no need, they have no thought, they don't want to even think about stopping it. But as you know, and of course, Nigeria, as always, I think in one of their publications, they said, what did they say? We are looking for attention. Attention for what? From the very first day we mentioned Biafra, till today, Nigeria has not recovered. And I can assure you they will not recover. We keep saying, talking about Biafra, we keep giving this information out, and our people keep waking up. Today, go and look at the level of deception within the Nigerian state. They hide a little bit. They are more, there is a way they act now. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line.
Hello, dear Pa.
Good evening, from
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening. Go ahead, please.
I just want to really greet you this night. I don't have much to say, just to greet you, sir, because actually God has used you. We have missed that your voice a lot for this radio. And really, you have broadened my vision and have enlarged my coast of knowledge and understanding. I really want to thank you, and I thank the people. It's possible for you to come back to this radio, because many people have gone astray since we have not been hearing your name. This night, I don't have much to say. I really just want to thank you, those that have made it possible for you to come back on there to start teaching us and giving us that source of inspiration that we have already lost. So, plus or minus, what we need is Biafra. wherever it's going to come from, that's where we believe. So I don't mind whatever anybody can gossip, anybody can blackmail, anybody can say all sorts of rubbish. But what I know is that it's Biafra I need. And I don't need Biafra that will give me what they have killed. The only brother I had pretty well, which I don't know the time. That's what my parents told me. And one of my cousins during the Python dance. So I don't want to lose any member of my family again. We need the Biafra that will come through peaceful agitation and using diplomatic move and the human rights type. So I really want to thank you, and I'll continue to pray that the God Almighty, with his infinite mercy, will continue to protect you and keep you and preserve you, and also the people that have made it possible for you to be here, to continue giving us that knowledge that we have been missing. God will continue to keep you and preserve all of you, and also preserve us, so that all of us at the end will dine and wine together in Biafra when the Holy Land will be restored. Thank you, sir. Keep on keeping on with your good work.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you very much, Ada. Yes, we must continue. Our people must understand the truth cannot be overemphasized. If you allow yourself to be deceived, that is your business. Trying to go through some of the comments on Facebook this day. Nnamdi Kanu said Dangote, he has hijacked everything. Can somebody tell me the difference between Nnamdi Kanu and Dangote? Who is the head of Biafra musician? Nnamdi Kanu. Who is the woman leader of Biafran women? Nnamdi Kanu. Who is the man leader? Nnamdi Kanu. Who is the religion leader? Bishop Nnamdi Kanu. Everything is in Nnamdi Kanu, deputized by his family member. And he's deceiving you, telling you Fulani do this. But you are worse than Fulani. And then you are fighting for Biafra. Asare came out to support the struggle openly. You are following Nigeria to say, hey, they do this, hey, they do that, hey, they do this. Who is deceiving who? The time for deceiving one another is over. We know the truth. We stand for the truth. We will defend the truth. Mazi Mefo gave us the privilege to see the truth. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, good evening from here.
Good evening, my brother. Frank calling from Manchester again.
Go ahead, please. You're welcome to the program.
My brother, I'm so happy with this development. I am so happy with this de facto development, my brother.
You are welcome.
God will continue to bless you people. God will continue to give you people wisdom, the patience, the strength, and the courage to guide us. Because if this new initiative didn't come, my brother, I don't know where we are headed. Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, I'm with you and the world is listening.
Okay. I don't know where we're headed. So, my brother, I'm so happy. While listening to our service, the voice today, I was so excited, you know. And I want to say some things concerning what the previous caller said. The previous caller, I think he called from, I didn't really get where he called. The one was talking about Igbo supremacy in Nnamdi Kanu's movement. Yes, he said it as it is, and it's the truth. The supremacy is too glaring. Even though he still pretends and says he's not what it is.
Even in the pretense, he says it with arrogance. Even with the pretense, he said, no, when Biafra come, all of us will be equal, mad people. Is he equal to, you want to be mad like them? It's only people who don't have discernment will not understand where we are coming from and where we are going to.
I'm telling you, my brother.
Now, let me add something there. Now, it is good, maybe, from one perspective, you can misjudge somebody. But when you notice that something you are doing is causing obstruction, what do? You review your work. But for him, Even his mistake, we must believe is the right thing. And if you know the level of damage he has done to the brain of our people, some persons you have said they are listening to you. And then when you finish, we say, no problem, we are waiting for you. The only thing that will disarm such people is that you talk it over. We have found ourselves in situations where people misunderstood us. And then because we have the privilege to talk to them, we say, oh, that was not what I meant. The person say, I be done the wonder. Oh. That wonder would have led to something else. Now the Kanu over the years is not even making allowance to make correction for all the rubbish he has caused in this name of this agitation and supremacy. Look at somebody like Asare. Everybody know how I attack Asare on this radio. He knows all these things. Yet he humbled himself and ignored it because he understands some of those things are supposed to happen. How many more saboteur are we going to make? Now I feel the pain of these people and we know the truth. Sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead, please.
No problem, no problem. Concerning that Igbo supremacy of the thing, as I was saying, I'm an Igbo man. I'm from Anambra State. My brother, I've never been comfortable and I've been against it and I didn't like it. It was one of the things that made me to stop following Nnamdi Kanu. Because he's actually exercising Igbo supremacy. And then, subconsciously, that is what most IPOPs have in their minds. And that is the idea he has given them. This is very, very wrong. I'm an Igbo man, Anambra State. But I cannot see what is wrong and follow because majority of my people are involved. No. For God's sake, we're in a struggle. It involves other tribes, other identities. They must be carried along. You can't come and be lording over everybody. He lords over everybody. I don't know why these my brothers are still listening to that man. No? I don't really know why. Anytime I listen to him, I become very angry. Very, very angry because as it is today, he has nothing to offer. He's not saying anything. There's nothing coming out. There's only
he is repeating his broadcast now. He's repeating his broadcast.
Yes.
Yeah, we are going home. Elohim have sent me. I am declaring the word of God. Native doctor, they declare the word of God. And of course, we will help them. Hey, Nnamdi Kanu is declaring the word of God. The same way he's declaring the word of God, he's insulting everybody, even God, without his knowledge. Because it is his mouth now that controls his brain.
You know, yesterday, I happened to just listen to him again yesterday for some minutes. Immediately I just had the insults he just released. I just went offline. He calls people idiots, foolish idiots. These are not people you feed. These are men like you. What is your problem? Just because you're a leader of a group that won't break away, you now have no regard and no respect for anybody. Asari Dokubo now, what do they have against Asari Dokubo? To me, Asari Dokubo has more pedigree than Nnamdi Kanu. Asari Dokubo has done the struggle. He has fought the government. The same war he wants to do. Asari Dokubo have done it. He has tried to liberate his people. At least he has done his own efforts. Why can't we accept Asari Dokubo? For the fact that he's even an Ijoma makes it more important at the most important figure we need. And he keeps preaching Biafra, and he's a Biafra. Why won't we give him the support? We have to give him the support. It's not the one-man show activity. Biafra is more than Nnamdi Kanu. It's more than everybody. Nobody can put it in his pocket. So my brother, I'm happy with this de facto government. Please, I beg you people should continue. We are with you people, please.
Of course.
Continue. We are your back.
Thank you very much.
Everybody will come to their senses.
Of course.
Gradually.
Of course. Of course.
Please continue. Let's know the templates, more broadcast, and let's put this thing on ground and let's start working towards it.
Exactly.
With time, all these our brothers will start coming out because most of them are actually tired. They listen to the same thing every day. Fulani, Buhari, Nigeria. No new thing to come. He himself doesn't have anything to offer apart from even the ESN. I don't even know where the ESN is. I don't know what they do. Yesterday, this morning,
that home video is ended. The home video is ending. He's thinking of another home video. This one now, Angel Gabriel is going to come to Biafra land. He will not tell you Angel Gabriel because the way he's targeting church now, he see that he's working. He has lead them into praise worship. He told them praise worship have not started. It is working. Very soon he will turn to pastor. Don't be surprised one day we quote Jeremiah for you. Because he's doing that already. Ndi Elohim, Lendi Aloha. They are getting ready. After all these game. Yet you have not even been to see anybody. You just come on the gate of United Nations, snap picture. Oh, we are consulting, we are submitted case. Why are you doing this to our people?
2 years ago, people didn't know that it was a scam. He went and just paraded himself in front of UN nation and EU. And EU cannot give anybody referendum. This man has misled our people for so long now. Do you know that somehow, I'll tell you the truth now, I believe Uche before even came out late. Uche Mufu would have come out 5 years ago. My own opinion, I'm not blaming him. I don't know what happened. He would have come out earlier on.
We thought he will change. We thought he will change.
He would have come out earlier on.
We were trying to manage him. Obidi was there. Dr. Okado was there. Everybody was there. What we are doing is not what we want to do. We don't want anybody to be left aside. We want him to be safe. Why would they ask him? Why would they ask him?
How far that EU went and snap picture?
Why would they ask him?
Where is the result?
Elohim is with the document. Elohim. He gave it to
my
Elohim.
People be this foolish? Yet we claim to be one of the most intelligent tribes in Nigeria.
You know, saying a wise man has you they see the worst foolish man for community.
Which juju don't give them the job? Once people will be saying, check your followers. His own is 3,000. His own is bullshit. What is the 3,000 exposed on the canoe? What's this offering there? Half of those 3 people are even against him. They just want to go and gossip. Fulani fool that view. They don't even know. Fulani fool that view. They listen to Nnamdi Kanu. They think it's only all of them are members. That's why I see the figures high. Brother, please. Let's continue. I'm happy. I'm very, very excited in this. I'm trying on my own part to convince my people. The ones I know, even from IPOB on my own side. Some of them, my brother, do you know that some of them I know they are tired, they can't come out.
Yes, now we will liberate them.
Shy. They are ashamed of themselves.
They don't need to be. They don't need. That is why I keep encouraging them.
I know how many of them have spoken to me. They said they have told me, nah, this thing, I don't tire, but I know if it come out. How many of them have told me that?
They will have to.
They can't even see anything because they know that they have gone far.
Let them learn from me. When I left, I didn't talk. For 4 months, I didn't talk. Every day I saw the radio, Nnamdi Kanu and his recruit, and it became their topic. Hey, Onyibe sleep with people wife. Hey, Onyibe is a creative. Josephine everywhere was hot. I was looking at them for 4 months again. And then January I started. I am testing my microphone. I have not talked to them because my intention is not to undermine them, undo them. I don't want to conquer them. But that fight, we will fight it, both spiritually and physically.
You people need to tell us. You people need to open up a lot of canker ones now.
Of
People
course.
need to tell
Don't
us what
worry.
happened in that EU he went.
Don't worry.
People need to open up the secret and tell us everything.
Don't
how
worry.
Everything started.
He will respond. Gradually, he's responding. He has indirectly denied he didn't change the name of Biafra, IPOB. He will respond to others.
He's a rogue. He's a scam man.
That scam, people started it before him. His own scam is on his people. He gathered his people all over the world and scammed them. Others are going to scam other people and bring to their own land. He is gathering our money, scamming us and taking it abroad. And then he will have the moral right to condemn anybody in Nigeria, not to talk of the colonial masters, the imperialists. Because it's worse than them. The same strategy those people use is what is using. Imagine he want to condemn Dangote. Yes, we know already. But you are doing the same thing Dangote is doing. Okokosibe were here.
It's worse than Dangote. If he happens to be president, he worse than Buhari 100%. Nnamdi will be worse. It will be the same thing with Adolf Hitler.
He will take over our life. I wrote an article almost maybe 8 months ago. I was talking about Joseph and Pharaoh. Pharaoh worked until everything that belongs to Egyptians became the property of Pharaoh. The hunger was so severe that Pharaoh, people have to come to Pharaoh house and say, me and my family, we are your property, take over. And so Pharaoh owns Egypt. Pharaoh became God. They said Pharaoh is Egypt and Egypt is Pharaoh. This was the principle Joseph used from the wisdom of God. Then the Bible said a time came when Joseph was no more, and the Pharaoh that was ruling knew nothing about him. That was when the consequence came. People came around and supported Nnamdi Kanu with ideas and wisdom that is able to free us. Thank God they saw on time that this man, what he would have done to us in Biafra land, he will own our wife. He will own our children. He will own our property. The person who is telling you how he's going to build bridge, how only him is going to develop our land. Does he know if it's a mud house we like? And he'll come and build a Chinese house. You didn't consult us. Thank you very much, my brother.
My brother, thank you very much. Please keep up the room. I'm still online, please. Thank you very much.
All right.
Later.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
You see how they are reasoning normal. This is human being. You think you will bamboozle our people for a very long time, then think again. People don't understand how it works. We will help you. My brother on the line, are you still there? My brother,
I am there. I'm still hearing you.
Yes,
I'm with you.
I trust you. Go ahead, please, my brother. Go ahead. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? I am talking to you.
Yes. I'm still.
You are not listening.
I'm hearing you.
What happened? What happened? Maybe this line is. Just cut it and call back. Maybe this your line is somehow. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, thank you, sir.
Good evening from here.
My name is Ejike Onyemwechi, calling from Vienna, Austria.
Welcome, my brother.
Thank you for your great work, Bioba Onyibe. I can't thank you enough. I have to say thank you. And I want to thank our leader, Mazi Nchemefo, for giving us this ample opportunity, for creating this child of circumstance for us. I want to thank Mazi Obi for being his backbone, because Mazi Obi and the Dr. Kado, including yourself, and a lot of people that are working in background. You people, I must say thank you so much, because without you guys, I don't know if we are going to be where we are today. Having said that, I want to ask our people today to decide what they want. Out of hand. So we have to decide the way we want to have this, our Biafra, whether we want to have it in a violent way or in a non-violent way. Like my fellow brother who spoke from Port Harcourt, he spoke very well. He talked about violent way. Do we have the ammunition to fight Nigerian government? That was a good question. Have you done consultation to fight? That is another question. Who is going to fight in your side? Think about war. Think about just little fight in your village. Communal practice. Think about all these things before you are thinking about doing it in a violent way. If you ask me what I want it in a non-violent way. But that is the way the world is going today. And that is the way we are taking now in this new movement, Biafra nation. And that is what we have started. People are calling and saying, what is your template, what is your plan, what is your... We showed about in 2 years ago what we are doing different. By creating our Biafra customary government. So what we are doing is in line with Montevideo Declaration of 1933. And we are urging everybody to come on board.
That network issue. My brother, just try and see if you can call back. Your line went so bad and we lose you. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, I am here.
Go ahead.
I'm still here. I'm
Go
here with
ahead.
you.
Go ahead if you can hear me.
So, what people don't know about Nnamdi Kanu, then don't ask questions. Nnamdi Kanu lie to our people that he is whiter than whiter. Those who started with him, everybody become a liar. Nnamdi Kanu told us that any day he come on air said that Obielu disappointed him. That day was the day he will drop agitation. And today, he come on air to tell us that Obielu disappointed him. How? How did Obielu disappoint you? He didn't tell us. What he told us that Obielu maybe eat a bribe, but he is not sure of the bribe Obielu eat. This is time for our people to wake up and start asking questions. This, although Nnamdi Kanu was paid by Nigerian government to continue doing us dividing and the rule, which our leader, Asari Dokubo, mentioned. They continue to tell us that Ibori is a criminal, Ibori is stolen, Ibori stole money, or Zokali is a criminal, so that we will be fighting our brothers in the home. Then they will be busy grabbing everything in our land. And that is the same thing Nnamdi Kanu is using. Any person that is doing something good in our land, Nnamdi Kanu will come on radio calling that person a criminal. When he was released from the prison, he go to Anambra, then William Obiano give him money. Then they did there asking Nnamdi Kanu question. The video, I have the video somewhere. I have the video. If I look for it, I will see it. They asking Nandi Kalu question. Is it true that you are saying in your radio that Obiano is a murderer? He is the one causing the killing of your members in Anambra. Nandi Kalu said it is a lie that he never said such word. That he never said such word. That
do you know what he does? When he finish lying, he go back and delete his broadcast. But what he didn't know is that we have a library of all his broadcasts. When he finish lying, he will go and delete it. Once he delete it, he will say, Facebook, Zugabyte, you deliver me my page. Zugabyte, you did, I don't know. He came on air on that very day. He said, oh, there is a man they call Agwo Turumbe. When we come for you, you will know that there is Imbe Toroagwo. He was talking of me. I called Mazimefo. I said, did you hear what your brother is saying? He said, I'm not sure you are the one. I said, I'm the one. Yahoo, okay, foreign. He's the one who used to call me the name. Now they can practically threaten me on Radio Biafra. He said, God, you don't talk it. China Sangworush made a post. Ikechukwu have followed them to share the post. I screenshot all of them. I videoed all of them and keep it. Today they are denying. And some people heard them say all these things, use all these derogated words against me. It doesn't give them concern. Now they say, no, you got to leave Nnamdi Kanu. Let me tell you, we continue talking about Nnamdi Kanu and we are working already. The only way you will know what we are doing if you are genuinely fighting for this struggle is look for Biafra Nation family and join. Let them enlighten you. If you think we are going to come here and say we are going to see Netanyahu, we are going to see Donald Trump, you will not hear that. Imagine good men with good head. Very few of them across the globe came together and set up de facto government. They didn't shout about it. It came to pass. You will still be here. Line, it will delete it. The one that is annoying there is claiming to be holy. Claiming to be righteous. Go ahead, please.
Yes, they are supposed to be, in Radio Biafra. I said it, we're supposed to, I don't know if they will give room to be calling all those people names for them to know what they are doing that is not good. There is all these people making a live broadcast, insulting our people in the name of Nnamdi Kanu is their Elohim. For them to call it their name, telling them, do you know what you are talking? Do you sure that this thing you are talking, that you come out, you sure for it? Ask those people question. There is many people, somebody like Simon Eba, every day on radio, yapping. Did Simon Eba know what he's talking? Can Simon Eba ask Nnamdi Kanu a simple question and they come and they explain to us? All these people, let them, I'm saying it to let them know that there must be a reward of everybody that is doing the one that is doing. That leg that is working too much, the hand that is looking are seeing it. To know what that, so that you will eat that day. You will do remember that tomorrow you will eat something. And the Kanu should think now, resign according to our brother Ogidio Bielu. He should think, come out on air and they deny his leadership and they join as a member. If not, I don't know what I will use to qualify Nnamdi Kanu, because he thinks that the Nigerian government will save him. Nigerian government will only use and they dump him. Look at Sowore today. Sowore is the one who carry Buhari for head. Today, Sowore is suffering from Buhari hand. Dasuki is the one who eats money from Jonathan, and he used that money to campaign against Jonathan to put Buhari on seat. Today, he is the one suffering. Name many of them that he help Buhari to see. Many of them are suffering for it now. So now look at Nnamdi Kanu. He's a managed man. FFK, yes, FFK. That one now live in Nnamdi Kanu. Go APC. Is that not a shame to Nnamdi Kanu? Then what did Nnamdi Kanu have any fear for it? Nnamdi Kanu should think now before it will be too late for him. Because I know that Nnamdi Kanu don't believe in Biafra. He don't know that Biafra will come. But he never know that the Biafra will come as quicker as he think it. He think even Biafra will come, that he will old like 100 years, die. Even Biafra will not come after his death. He don't know that Biafra will as soon as possible this moment, because I know things are going on. If will harder, I know that their leader is a lion heart man. Asari Doko. It's very hard. He is ready to work 110%. And we will give him the support. I will give my support in the way he wants it. Everybody that is fighting for Biafra, I am ready to give my support. The little one I have, I will give it. I am calling every Biafran, Irobos, Ishekiri, Anang, I think is what they are calling them. Ikwere, Okereka, Inzot, Anyoma, Irobos, they will together. After the speak, we should forget our differences. Let us achieve this good. When we achieve the good, then we will now come back and settle our differences. We should not be looking upon this divide and rule that us. Everybody is so 30-something billion from data. If you dare it, the answer is no. Then why you told us? Why you told us that James Ibo data state money, and that money you hold it and you did not give it to data state? Now who stole data state money? This is what we will be asking ourselves. If James Ibori can steal data state money and the federal government of Nigeria hold him collected that money, why can't he give it to data state? For data state to use it, because data state need the money. They need a lot to do with the money. And you hold that money and you're telling data state that Ibori is a criminal. And you are the one holding data state money. So who is fooling who? Let us leave Nigerian divide and the rule and pursue for one good. Because even that money, James Ibori want to use it and the build airport, Nigerian government will not accept it. So he better say he hold the money. Even James Ibori want to use that money to build the railway, Nigerian government will not accept it. Even if James Ibori want to use it to construct road, Nigerian federal government will call it federal road. They will not accept it because they don't want any good thing from us. So this is what our people need to know and leave they are dividing and rule that they are bringing up. Let us with one mind. People supposed to ask questions. If only one man be the man, Biafra, then that one man will keep and touch. Can it be done? Everybody is a saboteur. Accept him. If you consulted an Ikure man before, look at what Ali Dokubo did. He consulted state people, he consulted Igbo people, he consulted Izo people, he consulted Yoruba people. He is calling on Yoruba people to come. Let them come. This Biafra is not for only Igbo people. Let everybody come together and run. Is it not what's supposed to be done? Ever a day address Igbo people or this is just.
Thank you very much. And of course, as always, the network issue.
Before.
Thank you very much.
Address Igbo people before. He only run. How can you become a leader in radio? You can only contact him in radio. If you cannot contact him, it's you are
the network issue is getting so bad. And of course, this having been said, we continue with the program. Biafrans across the globe are encouraged to ensure they give their maximum support to Alhaji Asare Dokubo in his new elevated position, which will enable us move to the next stage of this struggle. We have wandered enough in the wilderness. And of course, this is not a way of promising you that there is a miracle that will happen within this year. But of course, our ability to comply, redirect our energy and focus on the real issue and not sentiment, the better for all of us. All of you working hard. The era of blackmail is gone. You that want to blackmail others, you will be the blackmail. There are a lot of things most of you don't know. But in the right time, you will know. Those on social media on Recruit, being managed by China Sanguru in Kuwait, do your job and collect your salary. We have no issue with you. Those of you who they are using to replace the mind, the brain behind the struggle, may God Mazuchuka for Mefo. I see people talk about him, and I know they don't know this man. And most of them claim to be his friend, but all of you will be put to shame. You don't know this man. You don't. From the very beginning when I knew him, I monitor him. And there are people, men and women of truth in this struggle who I have worked close to. For some reason, I will not mention their name. They keep telling me, giving me testimony about Mazimefo. And when I came, it's true. Some people say, hey, he do this one to embassy, he do this one. But it's Nnamdi Kanu that is behind everything. People don't know what we went through. They will come out and say, hey, Judge Onyibe, go on air, remove all these people. I think I'm obeying chain and command and control. I will go and remove the people. Nnamdi Kanu will come the next day and promote the people. I just be looking at him. But most of you will not understand. One day they want to humiliate me for Amarachi. Because all of you hiding, thinking you are going anywhere. May the Lord be with you. I told them I won't do that. They said you must announce it. Now the Kanu say you must announce Amarachi promotion. But their intention is to humiliate me. I look at them, I laugh. I come on air. I say, yes, Mazi Amarachi is now the worldwide media. Mazi Amarachi. People who knew what was there was smiling. That is what Nnamdi Kanu does. He hit everybody head together. He embarrasses everybody. This country, is it his own? But why will he behave the way he behaved? He have told you now, all the rat in UK is announcing your resumption in your cage. All the rat in UK is announcing your resumption to begin to fool yourself, according to him. I didn't say so. And you're praying for a country like that. May the Lord be with all of us. And so don't let anybody deceive you. What is good is good. Inwe yeka weju wegbanyanye weju penyo inwe yeka. Inwe yeka weju wegbanyanye. How long are we going to allow ourselves to be deceived? The de facto government is here to stay. And like we have said, God will give them the wisdom and the required knowledge to pilot the affair that will get home on time. And why that is, why those groups are doing what they're supposed to do, more group will be initiated. A lot of things has to be done. We call upon you, Biafrans, men and women, home and abroad, wherever you are. This is the time that you have to make sure you identify with the Biafran nation family. And of course, before the end of tomorrow, we will publish our inquiry line. So wherever you are across the globe, you can be able to join. Because all of us have so much to contribute. Your time, your wisdom, your connection. We need intelligent people, sincere intelligent people who will help us raise campaign of sensitization so that we can set up seminar to give a new orientation to our people. Or else you are going to have a country of what do I call it? Imagine the way we are behaving in a Biafran nation. No, everybody will isolate us. Caller and WhatsApp, are you there? Caller and WhatsApp. Good evening from here.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother.
Good evening from here, sir.
Go ahead, please.
I still know your humble boy, Bruno Francis. From Ekano, is calling from France.
Bruno, my humble boy. You say I still remain your omomo. The humble boy is too. Is not. You say your omomo. The Okpa, go ahead.
The lion himself. My leader, I congratulate you for the good work we have been doing so far. I use this opportunity to thank you and our daddy Obidebienu, Uchimofo, Chimezie, Solomon, and so on and so forth. I thank you people for letting us to know the truth, showing us the truth and where to follow. I really appreciate your effort so far for bringing us out of under a leadership whereby we are under a command and control. So I guess this time around, everybody have realized their mistake. We have been brainwashed since how many years? But today we notice that that particular road we are following will not get our destination. So I think this is the right way and right time to achieve our goal. That is Biafra. We must continue and we will not relent. Biafra or nothing. This is my little contribution this night. I say keep it on the good work we have been doing. Chineke Bineni will continue to bless you and protect you against your enemy. You say, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother. And then we continue. So we are working systematically, meticulously, and otherwise to make sure that we neutralize every instrument of emasculation with the legal tools, with wisdom, with sense. I feel like just saying some of these things. But most of our people at this moment are not ready. They are not yet ready for this truth. And of course, we are inching closer to the end of this program. Our people must remain focused. Our people must remain determined. I'm happy for the Nigerian response regarding our de facto government, because if not, they would say, hey, we told you they are Nigeria. Look at Nigeria is praising them. Hey, they are Nigeria. Oh no, I'll tell them no to manto. Oh, wasn't to no kato. Oh no, what on to when you hear job one weekend. Ni hali mani onyu no wo. If any mono, unu emo mikende nkono. Onu weba weri ewo abamba ebumba ndị nkono rata funfun uwo hi le ndị Nigeria rakpa genyi le kokoro were akpa genyi were egenyi egbu ale afufu eju ebele yeri ego ndị nwego yeri ego ndị rata funfun egu ato ihu ashapu ọnụ eme buga buga omeneka hụ n'ihe ọrachi kozu kike. Iwe onye orogodo, iwe onye ka, iwe onye anyocha, iwe onye osimiri, iwe onye ndokwa, onye ụkwụ ala. Unu lechari tehi n'ụra. Tehi n'ụra. Agbachile nkịtị. Ihe ọla onye ole kasị ka mee ya meme. O nwere onye kerezi n'enyi. Ndị Hausa le ndị Yoruba le nsogbu enyi. Maka na enye amari ka anyị da akpa ishiwe ya bụ oge eru. Kan ihe egbu onye ọkwa anya saka alụsọ me ndị nke nye ọgụ enyi pụọ na enyi lechari gbaka iko me zọpụ ha ndị nke enyi onye ohu si ya keghere okwusi ọgụ oru ọdọji ọba ya azụzọ owe apị ndị ihe ka ọhụ apị ihe lechari eka wee gụma ndị Fulani igbu le ndị Nnamdi Kanu ugbu ndị Nnamdi Kanu ugbu ka ebu nwere enyi hụ akpa kụwara wekpo ka Delta State chukwu sọmane kọrị ndụ mmụ akụwalela mgbe akụwalela ebe ahụ akụ ata afụfụ ka ndị Nnamdi Kanu le mmụọ le ndị nke uri ewu were achọ Biafra owiwichari ụbụrụ ndị nke nye ilechari ndị nke nye enwezi uche ndị nke nye enwe uche lele kwuo nri mee Facebook ememe ka ndị era jede lele wee ka ndị ahụ ndị yuli wee kara ime ali ohu ya ha uche mefoji kpọọ radio station nke ndị ihia lezi ndị ihia wee riela anụ but wa mari Kanu wa mari Ekifo waga, oh, where meme hon, where meme hon. Yasaka yenyi Biafra, ndike yenyi Biafra. Isi wele chani wundio hi. Umeni wonye ka yeba hon, ai meme nu esi we ejibu hia. We meme leni me. We meme leni me. Oganke lala. Enye pume kono enye. And of course, that is it for Biafrans. We must stand for the truth. We cannot allow justice to depart from our lips. Truth and fairness must always prevail. And the idea and principle behind equity cannot be overemphasized. If Biafra be a holy nation, if we actually want to live in a more comfortable society than this one we are in, we need to begin to change our orientation. And of course, we will dissolve every instrument of injustice, every pendulum of chaos that have been put in place to keep us down. I will be signing off from here. This still remain Biafra Human and Freedom Right Radio, and I remain George Onyibe. God bless the de facto government led by Asari Dokubo. God bless Biafra nation led by Uche Okafor. God bless men and women, irrespective of the group you belong to, across the pro-Biafran group, who are genuinely fighting for the freedom of our people. And I pray that God will raise up more men and women who will stand in the gap on behalf of our people. I sign off from here. God bless you. But of course, before then, I want to encourage you, neighboring nation in Africa, it's time for you people to begin to talk about the issue of Biafra. Yes, international community, global community, feel our pain by putting yourself in our position. Nigerians who want us to remain Nigeria, it can't continue. But then, I say good night and God bless.
Reading from Biafran's Got Talents.
Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans will never be free. bondage for decades now. Oh, for decades now. They gave us their culture. They killed our prophets. They colonized our people with guns and bullets. Guns and bullets. Biafra is black man stand.